Good numbing. Hello YouTube and welcome back to day 3 of Nod Cry. If we don't get everything done today, I am going to take tomorrow off, so we will do the cleanup on Sunday instead. But my priority is and then we've got Act 2, so that'll be what we will start today. I don't know if we'll finish it today, but we'll see. But my priority is over here. I was doing side quests over here, and I unlocked like a bigger thing here. And when I realized it was kind of a bigger thing, I thought, you know what? I'll leave the last chunk of it. Essentially, on this island, all the quests you do result in you putting these giant, like, pieces of, like, the giant, like, stone monument together. Like, you solve a thing, and, like, it comes together and flies over here. When it all flies over, there's a puzzle that involves you going up to it and, like, pulling down some pillars, which is very automated. You just kind of go up there and see a spectacle. I'll show it off, because it's easy enough to re-access. And then it opened a hole at the bottom of it, and that's when I stopped, because I was like, oh, okay, that might be kind of vaguely important. And so in addition, we got the main Act 2. Because I've done, like, we did Act 1, I've unlocked the anecdotes of the characters. I got one for Flins as well, which was like, oh, like up here somewhere. And it was like fixing a light bulb, and a Nefer showed up and did it for him. I'm still collecting. You can see, I've also want to do a lot of exploring up here. You can see I made a start yesterday, like we explored here yesterday. Then off screen, I kind of went down here. Went through, like, the docks area, circled that quest, because I do want to do that quest, and then got to here and stopped. I haven't been in here, and I haven't been back in the bureau, I haven't been up there, so we might do some of that as well today. But like I said, we'll see. I'm not too fussed if I don't get everything finished today. Sunday will be the day I'm going to try and get everything finished, if I don't today. But Sunday I'm also not working, so that stream can be as long as it needs to be. But I digress. Firstly, I came back to here, and Nefer and Yelan are here.
A base of dandelion wine, aged for 25 years. 1/7 part bittersweet liqueur, filled halfway with fizzy zaytun peach pop.
All 3 of those ingredients are fairly sugary. It'll have a lovely sweet aftertaste, even a little too cloying. A spoonful of salt and half a spoon of
I appreciate that Yelan's in the alternate costume, because I think even the desert's like, no, this costume is infinitely better than Yelan's standard. This should be her standard.
I can imagine it now. A delightfully layered flavor.
It's all down to the seasonings you sent me, Lady Nefer. Otherwise, I'd have no idea how to mix up a cocktail that so befits Nod Cry.
Just a little gift. I'm glad you liked it. I'll be happy to send more when you run out.
Many thanks. Though I think 1 taste is enough where these seasonings are concerned. Besides, you sent so much I could hardly finish it by my lonesome. And my colleagues aren't accustomed to these flavors, so I can't even share around. I'm afraid they'll end up sitting on a shelf, going to waste.
Can't say I'm surprised your colleagues at Liyue's Ministry of Civil Affairs aren't too keen. I wouldn't expect the flavors of Nod Cry to be their cup of tea. Though, from what I've seen, might I presume that we've won you over?
I wouldn't go that far, though it's not like I dislike the food here. It's good to try new things occasionally.
Nefer and Yelan?
I love your attitude. You'd make a great
I like how Lumine is like, should I keep my head down? Like, that was one of the options.
The Ministry of Civil Affairs were like you.
Come on now, are we going to do this song and dance every time I drop by? Stop fixating on the Ministry. Never mind them. Have you managed to carve out a single foothold in Liyue after all these years?
You know what they say over there. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. If I don't test the waters, how will I ever know?
Don't waste your energy. No matter how long those claws of yours are, you're never getting them stuck into Liyue.
Is that a warning?
It's advice.
Oh, god damn it, I caught her blinking. I was trying to get a screenshot, hang on. I literally got Nefer's eyes perfectly closed in the screenshot. Did I get it? There we go. I was like, I want this as a screenshot. This is a cool screenshot. And like the first shot I took, Nefer's eyes were 100% closed. Because I got it like just on the blink by accident.
Long claws, you say? I wouldn't think myself so formidable. There's barely a handful of people I have any influence over at all. I can only really think of one young girl who listens to what I say. But she's not the brightest. And I spend more time looking after her than getting...
Your Hoda adores you though, Natha, so you can't really be angry at her.
Oh, really? Then I guess that painter who fishes in Dihua Marsh, and that apprentice who makes tofu in Chingsa Village, and that guy who wants to work at Wanmin Restaurant. All these people who mysteriously appeared in Liyue. I guess you have no idea who they are?
Many people pass through Liyue Harbor every day. Far too many to count. How could I possibly know every last one of these enigmatic nobodies? Though I must say, your memory is quite impressive. Your colleagues must sleep easily, knowing they have you to lean on.
Why, thank you. Though with you around, nothing is ever easy. I can only say that there's never a boring day.
Is that so? Surely your workload has lightened now that you're far from the ministry? If you've got time for another drink, I'd be more than happy to mix you one. Here's to a relaxing day for us both.
Yeah, I like how Lumine wasn't even remotely involved in that. Lumine was like, hey, I shouldn't be here, let's leave.
Here. Taking a moment to
I'm in full agreement.
Lumine saw them and went, I'm just going to keep my head down and keep walking. And I kind of respect it. But yeah, I'll show this. Over near the Bina statue. Once you solve like the other puzzles, you get summoned to move a stone that's here. And then when you do, that starts glowing. A little guy spawns here. And if you ride it up, it will take you to like a unique little domain. Oh, I learned the hard way, though, because I showed it afterwards. You can get into this domain, but once you've done the quest side of this part of the domain, there's no real easy way out. You kind of got to just warp out, but I'll show it. If you, like, jump up here, it doesn't seem to summon the domain. You have to take this path specifically for it to, like, trigger this. And then it becomes this. And you get automated, like, this is one of the pillars that gets pulled down. You then, like, once it comes along, you get an opportunity to hop to the next one. And then you pull the next one down, which we just passed. And then once you pull that one down, you go to the third bit. And then I think you go onto like one of those, like those bigger pillars over there, to eventually get that last one down. I can show actually. I think it's over here. Yeah, and this takes you like up and around, then spits you out. But if you try and run off the edge to jump down, there's a boundary. There's no easy way to get out other than doing that. Okay, I know it wants me to click on the objective from outside. Whoops. So I will play along. Bring up the quest menu. Yes, it wanted us to do it this way, god dang it. Something about this place feels off compared to what Paimon imagined a sanctum would be. Doesn't feel all that sacred. Smells kind of funny instead. Well, it's been sealed for 500 years, you know. Scientifically speaking, rusted metal giving off a blood-like smell isn't too surprising. By the way, the hymns say that before Lady Ayla sealed it, this is where all the Frost Moon followers held their ceremonies, so it's super sacred, really. Calling it super sacred just makes it sound less scary by the minute. Oh, come on, don't get hung up on the wordings. Look over there. There's a verdant crest. Legend says it's the sacred tree that witnessed the birth of the Moon Maiden, Gutzarl. And the pool over there, if I'm guessing right, that should be the ever-flowing White Spring, blessed by Lady Ayla herself. Do you really have to guess? Also, are you sure you didn't just make those names up? Hey, I might be a fairly reliable priestess, but even I've never seen these secret relics from 500 years ago with my own eyes. Nor did I think I'd ever get to see something this historically significant. Oh, I'm so lucky. All thanks to you, Emmy and Paimon. Just remember to apologise to everyone after we get out. Yes, no problem, I'll do whatever you say. Just standing in place does feel like a waste, though. Since we're here, why not take a quick look around? Before I do that, though, I see you. And that, I think, is the last one I'm missing on this island. Because I hit 90%. I've got 100% on this island now. Even though I haven't got everything, but it's always like that. Because I hit 90%, and yeah, when you hit 90% and get the upgrade from here, it really does just show you everything on the island. Like, there's no way you're not going to be able to 100% Nod Cry, because it shows you literally, it showed me like every single little puzzle, every single little rock that would count towards 100%. You know, my, like, the bane of my existence in 100% in these areas are like the stray rocks you have to break that count towards 100%. It shows all the treasure chests, it shows all the oculi. Like, there's no way to, like, miss anything. The only thing it doesn't show is the waypoint locations, but you usually, if you just go through, like, the main world quests and do a little bit of, like, basic exploring, you usually find them all anyway. Oh, it's higher up, whoops. I thought it was one layer up. No, it's 2 layers up, I think. Let me get some grounding. Yeah, it's 2 layers up, okay. Oh, and for those curious about my Llama, because I said I'm going to build her up and put her on the team. Her weapon is maxed. She's still missing that one artifact because I just got to get lucky. And she's level 80. I've got enough of these. I just need to grind up some Moonfall Silver because I got all of that I could. So I just need to wait for them to reset and then get the rest. And then we're in business. And then I also need to try and get that last one, but Oh, and that I need to work on. Thankfully, I've got enough Lord of Eroded Primal Fire that I don't need to worry about that. I just need to grind out Philosophies of Moonlight, which I will probably do after I get the last artifact, because it's like the only thing I'm really missing. But the artifact is kind of the priority, trying to clean up that last gap. I just need one good EM artifact that has good substats. Basically, I need Elemental Recharge and crit. Actually, is my crit rate? I think. Hang on. Yeah, crit rate, preferably. My crit damage is pretty low as well, but that's because I'm kind of prioritizing the elemental stuff. But crit rate, preferably, would be really ideal. Try and get that up even a little bit. But yeah, I've been looking into, like, Nafa's kit and, like, kind of looking into how she works, etc. And I am quite comfortable. Because I was going to, like, when she was first revealed, I went, oh, that design is peak. I need to get her. I am quite comfortable now, like, kind of going, no, I want to start saving for Bina. So I will skip Nafa. As tempting as it is, I'm like, no, I want Bina, like, really bad. Oh, yeah, 85. There's like 120 something, I think, of the lunar colors. So we're getting there. And we've got a shit ton of these because I've been exploring. Yeah, and I made a start on that, but that needs a lot more work yet. As in, we'll explore this properly at some point. I mean, if I look at the percentages, Lempo's getting there at 74%. And this one we only really, like, kind of made basic work on, so that's why it's 42%. There's something beneath the water. Is that a sword? Oh, this is probably going to be the new 3-4 style weapon. Why would there be a sword here? Wait, hold on. Could this be the ritual sword forged by Hyperborean Moonlight that Lady Ayla... I keep on swapping between Ayla and Isla. It's just whatever my mind says at the time. Supposedly left behind. The blade that was used to offer up the very first drop of blood under the new moon. Whoa. Oh, it's a Kohenki. Does it want us to follow it? Oh, would this have taken us through? It probably would have. I was like, would this have taken us through the lunar colors? We'll see. If it cuts through the middle now on this second layer. No, but it would have put you up here. Okay, so it would have put you straight through it, but it would have put you up here instead of saving me climbing. Before we talk to Isla. Oh, we have... swapping between pages. It's not just a forever long wall of text. Oh, I can see why they split this into pages. Holy shit. I'll read that later. I love my lore, but I also, like, need to know when it's right to, like, sit down and, like, yo, let's do some reading, and when not to. Like, I remember the 3.0 stream. Like, that stream's, like, 8 and a bit hours long. It's, like, 8 hour 20, I think. But, like, back when 3.0 came out for this game, which is crazy, it's so long ago. We're on 6.0 now. But, when that came out, we unironically spent like an hour and a half in that fucking library just reading all the books. And I was like, after that stream, I was like, okay, I loved doing that because I love learning lore about this game. But was it the most fun for people to watch? Probably not. I should probably like hold it back and then just make a note that these notes are here so I can come back and read them after the stream. Oh, you're here. Wait, that will get the altar dirty. Where the heck did you get in here? We were the ones who opened the seal first off, right? Something's off. You're right, but this isn't just off. It looks like this is a residual image left behind by the moon goddess's blessing. It's been left inside the court of the first edict. Maybe this might be the first moon chanter herself, Lady Isla. Is that really possible? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. But if this is truly Lady Isla, then it wouldn't be surprising for her power to be unscientifically potent. Oh my days, I can't believe I kept calling the Lady Isla an imposter. Thank the moon goddess she can't hear me anymore. And that explains why she seemed like a more legit priestess to you than you. Well, of course, I may be reliable, but I'm still just a regular priestess. There's no way I could compare to the great Lady Isla who witnessed the birth of the Moon Maiden. There, that should do it. This power. Is the Lady Isla before us really just a lingering image? What did you do, Miss Isla? Where did that voice just come from? Maybe it got recorded along with the first moon chanter's image. I mean, even the moon goddess's blessing couldn't be precise enough to capture just one person's voice, right? There's no need to be so tense. That woman who shares my bloodline surely showed you a few of those low-brow tricks before, This is merely a blessing that records awareness, so that the brave warrior over there can hear our words. So we got a text. Paimon dreaming, right? She looked right at us. Come on, Paimon, you're 70 dreaming. What we're seeing now is recorded 500 years ago. There's no way she can actually see us. Over there, but I don't see anyone. Oh, never mind. I probably wouldn't understand even if you explained it to me. And whatever tangled past lies between you and her, I'm in no position to judge. Regardless, thank you for your help, Miss Isla. Lovia should have known better. The wounds left in the wake of the atrocities that old witch inflicted upon you both runs deep, of course. The scars fester resentment. What surprised me is that she trusted you so deeply. Oh, Werner, who's that Lovia they mentioned? Paimon feels like she heard that name before. She was the leader of the Frost Moon Scions 500 years ago, but she was stricken from memory from the sin of blasphemy. Normally, only senior and super reliable priestesses like me would even know about her. If even someone like you knows about her, then it can't be that much of a secret, can it? Hey, rude, what do you mean someone like me? But seriously, her identity should be top secret. Honorary followers and folks from the outside aren't supposed to even have heard that name. Resentment for what? Everything you and I went through was always meant to be. There is no past or future, because the past is the future. Your gaze is upon me now, but all you can see is this one fleeting moment, thanks to Lovia's blessing. The blessing of our ancestors I can see every moment. Your arrival, Lovia's end. All threads of a tapestry too vast for me to tell, and yet how it thrills me. She trusted me because I heed her every word, and when the lady of the underworld, Tunetta, is that how you pronounce it? Guided my hand to sever her thread, even then she should have rejoiced. As for you, you're leaving this place soon, won't you, Mr. Solove? My role here is finished. The believers outside already hail you as their new prophet, and at last you no longer need to endure the suffering imposed on you. I still have things I must do. I need to uncover that mad monk's true intentions. For my fallen friend and the people of this land, he must pay for what he has done. With Lovia's years of secret correspondence with him as evidence, tracing his steps should be easier. Once again, thank you for your help, Miss Ayla. Oh, so you still don't know a thing, but that's alright, you will soon enough. I'll take that as an encouragement. To me it already happened. Twice shall that serpent fall, first strangled by the flesh of the faithless, then shrinking away before the light you and I ignite together. But you shan't be the one to cut off its thread, because that fate does not belong to you. I don't believe in fate, I'll just do what I can. Then do what you can before the lanterns are lit, and I will be waiting for you and the heroes meant to protect Elysium. And you, forgive me for drawing you here this way. Your thread simply would not catch in the loom of this sublunary sphere, so I had to guide you with those stones. Fitting, for they are just out of place in the world as you are. Werner, what's going on? Are you still sure she isn't talking to us? Well, not anymore. Those stones we saw earlier only fell recently. How could Lady Isla have known about them 500 years ago? By way of apology, I left the last sword fragment by the Apostle of the Golden City using moonlight in the ever-flowing white spring. After centuries, any bloodstains on its blade should have been washed away. Please accept this humble gift. Though your fate remains unclear to me, I chose to believe you are the hero of the sublunary sphere, the one destined to fell the undying serpent on our behalf. This will probably be the last time we meet. If you follow the light and find those who share my bloodline, then you will come to understand my words. Are you talking to someone? It's nothing. Oh, hang on, what? Oh, it is really starting to rain again. Sorry, I had to respond to a text. I have no resentment towards Lovia, but our children must not be stained by her sins. That's why the evil and corruption she wrought must be buried. I will seal them all here too. This too is part of the preparation of the birth of a god. We were all tainted by sin. How could we ever hope to behold the moonlight in its purest form? I feel like the fact that it wouldn't let me advance the text for a second is because they were deloading her. She vanished! Yep. So, this is just like back at Thunderclap Reef. It was Lady Isla who guided us to break the Sanctum Seal. Also, you could retrieve the sword she left behind, Emmy. But Paimon doesn't get it. Why would Isla give us her sword? And what's this undying serpent stuff all about? We're not going to have to fight some giant snake next, are we? Anyway, Emmy, let's receive the sword first. Right, if someone as reliable as Lady Isla said it, there must be a reason. Maybe it will start to click once we get that sword. I mean, we could just jump back down, but why not have some fun? This must be the sword I was talking about, right? How about it, Emmy? Do you figure anything out? Not a thing. Ugh, looks like we really will have to investigate this whole place, huh? But if we hang around too long, Ernroof, Uncle Crodo, and the others might find the entrance too. Actually, with all the noise we made just now, there's probably no one on this whole island who hasn't been drawn this way. Ugh, fine, guess we've got no choice. We've got the sword now, and Lady Isla didn't tell us exactly what to do next. Let's get out of here first and figure out the rest later.
Treasure. One way to draw your target out of hiding.
Increase burst damage by 20%. When a criminal's character's energy capacity does not exceed 60 or 40, their burst damage is increased. Oh! So it's good for people with small burst counts. Okay. Skirt was just the first character that had a sword that I scrolled on. And obviously, I'm not going to equip it on her. But I can see the interest. It's awfully quiet. And Ruth and Uncle Croto aren't here either. Weren't they hot on our trail? Maybe all the noise made earlier got their attention, and they ran off to check somewhere else? Oh, I get it now. This must be, Lady Ida's divine guidance. Even my luck's looking up now that I'm with someone as reliable as you, Emmy. Okay. Save the celebrations for later. You do remember you still owe everyone else an apology for the trouble you caused, right? Apology? Right, yes, of course I do. I'm not the type to get so caught up in reading Lady Isla's records that I forget everything else. I swear by my mortal name in this sublunary sphere that I'll give everyone a proper and heartfelt apology. It's just, I need to think carefully about how to phrase it first. Oh, and while we were at work earlier, I came up with a super scientific plan. Since I have to apologize anyway, why don't we finish checking out the sanctum first before looking for Lady Lauma? That way we can save time and make an eventual apology more efficient. A sound plan, I should say. See, the parasite... Wait, huh? Aunt Rahata? When did you get here? Oh, you scared us! We didn't mean to sneak into the court of the first edict. It's just Verna said... No need to explain. This place may be sealed, but it's not forbidden territory. If outsiders that you were able to enter, then perhaps it is the will of the moonlight. Exactly, this is all part of Kultara's sacred guidance. Just like the poem set... As for you, Dunska, you're coming with me. And the Lady Moonchanter wants to see you in person. Huh? Wait, no. Aunt Rahata, didn't you just say... As a priestess, you acted without permission, broke the rules, and tampered with taboos. Aside from outright murder, you floated every major law we have. Now come, or would you rather the Lady Moonchanter come fetch you herself? Emmy Paimon, I'll explain everything later, I swear, but first, I'll need... Before I can finish her sentence, she's dragged off. Well, she should have dug that grave nice and deep for herself, didn't she? Still, we've got no idea what Lady Ida wants us to do, but the sword she left behind... If it wasn't meant for us, we might as well hang on to it for now. It looks like a real Frostmoon relic anyway. Drifting unlocked, the Weaver of the Useri. Explore the sanctum sealed off by the first Moonchanter. God, I've got 172 chests, I'm still, Hang on. I remember reading something. I think it's here, somewhere. I remember reading something, there's like a secret cave that has a waypoint in it that you can find. It might be one of these things, hang on. You might also try to request, but let me just poke around first, see if I can figure anything out. There's all these rocks around here. So but I remember reading online, it's like there's like a secret cave you can unlock here. I mean, there's also a chance, unironically, that like one of the two side quests I've got to do here can lead me to something here. But I remember reading somewhere that there was something. A meeting point reward? Oh, is it for doing the quest? Oh, yes. Alright, let's make a start on this. So we might not do all of it today, but we can make a dent.
The wild hunt assault on Star Sand Shoal, you mean? Huge wave. First I've ever seen of that size. Good thing it was so brief.
No, I mean there's been another to the north of Nasha Town.
What? How many does that make in the last couple of days now? What are the Lightkeepers playing at?
Can't be helped. There are only a handful stationed on our side in the first place, and the cannon hasn't been fixed yet either. They've been strained to breaking point for a while now, I'll bet.
I'm bugging out if this goes on much longer. And here you all told me this was a good place to do business. Fool me once, I say.
Hey now, this could be our big break. My second eldest brother made his fortune off wild hunt attacks, you know. Come on, let's get moving. There won't be anything left for us if we're late.
Left for us to scavenge. I did hear about an overturned cargo vehicle over there.
Hey.
Should have told him that those are dangerous thoughts.
I doubt they're the only ones thinking like that.
Guess you're right. Even if we solve this wild hunt problem, they'd probably just jump headfirst into some new danger if they thought they could earn some quick mora.
Some self-reflection might not be unwarranted, you know.
Paimon will have you know that when it comes to staying out of trouble, greed and cowardice make the perfect match.
Should you really be proud of that? Still, the Wild Hunt's been getting wilder ever since we foiled that mysterious Phantom's plan at Star Sand Shoal. The two of them seem closely connected, and that Phantom may very well attack again, even though we know almost nothing about it. In fact, where do we even begin with such an investigation?
Hey look! I know an Enough are here in Nasha Town! Oh, considering what those people said earlier, do you think they're here to fix that cannon up?
Well, let's go say hello.
Dying to know something, aren't you? You totally zoned out just now.
I thought you could read my mind.
Paimon can even guess what you want for dinner. She'll place the orders tonight, don't you worry. Anyway, let's just go, shall we?
Elegy of Dust and Lamplight. Let's walk 5 steps forward. Yep.
Familiar faces identified. Our good friends, the Traveler and Paimon.
Whoa, free manual labor detected. Those evaluations could not be more different.
May I ask who's this?
This is Sosi, Sergeant Major of the nearby Lightkeepers. He's stationed here in this town.
Wait, that means...
He is Flynn's superior, as far as position is considered.
A pleasure to meet you all.
This is the Traveler and Paimon, friends of ours. They're experienced adventurers who are new to Nodcry.
Hi there.
Pleased to meet you. Were you talking about the cannon by any chance?
Indeed. The sooner we can get it firing again, the quicker we can ease our current predicament. 2 more wild hunt incursions have come sweeping in at different locations after the last one at Star Sand Shoal. Our manpower is already stretched as it is. This is more than we can handle.
Hasn't Flint's gone back to your HQ to ask for reinforcements? When will they arrive?
Huh. Has he now?
Yeah. That's what he said he was gonna do anyway.
He hasn't contacted me about that yet. As per standing orders, he should be leading a team to root out the wild hunt. But I haven't received any reports for a while now. Well, he does act outside the remit of his orders sometimes. I'm his superior, yes, but I wouldn't say I have much control over his actions.
So, he made the call for backup on his own initiative?
Hard to say. Contacting HQ's a tricky business. I should know, I've tried. They either refuse my requests outright or end up dragging their feet. And all the while, we're the ones who have to deal with the wild hunt. Which, by the way, can strike anywhere in Nodcry without warning, sweeping across vast swaths of land. This has been a real test of our endurance, to say the least. We need to send our personnel where they're needed most. A single missive will not do much to change HQ's attitude, I fear. Flins understands this well enough, I'm sure.
He sounds nice enough, but it feels like he's hiding something. This whole spiel sounds like a smokescreen.
We usually sort our foes ahead of time into ones that our Ratniki will take care of, and ones that we'll target using the cannon. I finished the preliminary dispatch work already, but this cannon...
Okay. Hurry up, I know. Fix this, I know. You fix it if you're in such a hurry. That, or bring me some snacks. This is tiring work over here.
Could you at least tell me how long we'll be delayed? We're way past our scheduled firing time.
Well, that's your fault for firing too often recently. Machines get overworked too, you know. You could try thinking about their feelings for once, maybe.
Sorry, what? A machine's feelings?
In layman's terms, this refers to wear and tear. As such, a machine is more liable to fail the unhappier it becomes. The exact probability here would be...
All right. I'm not good at this stuff, I know that. But let me stress that we Lightkeepers are the primary financial backer of this cannon. And our backing does cover the fees for subsequent repair and maintenance.
And I'd say that was a good deal for you. You should thank the Krumkake Craft Shop. That means me, by the way, for making you such a huge and powerful weapon for such a measly price. Do you even know how much it would have cost you if you bought all the parts legit and fresh off the assembly line?
Reminder, your future snack budget will have to be halved without the long-term commission payment, I know. Calculating a viable and cheaper option. Lavender melon candy.
What? No! Absolutely not! Let me think, alright? It should take maybe 3 more hours?
Wouldn't this place be crawling with more monsters than there are fungi in Sumeru by then?
That might not be the concern you think it is. The monsters of the Wild Hunt are only active in the immediate vicinity of its attacks. They will not spread any further, on their own initiative at least. We Lightkeepers will also keep an eye on those areas, both to monitor the monsters and to prevent people from entering the cannon's blast radius. That said, I'm afraid I can't wait 3 hours before dispatching manpower to the locations that the cannon won't be firing on.
And here's where my need for manual labor comes in. There are some checks I haven't finished yet, but with your help, I can get the repairs done sooner.
Wait, but we don't know a thing about this stuff. How much help will we be?
You'll be fine, trust me. Just take this. Oh, and this.
Whoa! This book is so heavy! And what is this?
You can use Beep Boop Pizza to run diagnostics on the cannon.
Beep Boop Pizza? I didn't realize that was what this thing was called. That's adorable. Beep Boop Pizza, that's...
This cannon was built using more than 50 components from different factories and manufacturers. Aino has bound the manuals into one volume. Also, please note, the device's name is Birgitta.
So, it's manuals all the way down, huh?
Yup, and if you're quick about this, we might just cut our time to fire down by a whole 2/3.
We'll do what we can.
I'll go with you.
Nice! So you'll check the outside and Anefa inside. Come find me in the control room once you're done. Cool? Cool.
Instructions received. Please go about your work seriously as well, Aino. No snacking while I'm away.
Hey! A little snacking will also improve my efficiency by 2/3.
Conduct the inspection. Yes, this thing is spinning well. I know what this all means.
I know explanations for things that don't interest her a bit meh, aren't they? Or is that just how geniuses are? Isn't Beep Boopita just following us around? Sure doesn't seem as smart as she said it is. How are we even supposed to know what to check?
There's probably some condition we haven't triggered.
I've watched Anefa perform routine repairs before. It seems some sort of maintenance port must first be found, and then this small robot will automatically interface with it.
Hang on, sorry, I was lagging a little bit. I think it's on my end again. With the good old mobile data, you know, working flawlessly. Well, so I don't want to swap the Wi-Fi, because it would go. We've had too many instances of, like, I put it on Wi-Fi and it drops. I'll put it on Wi-Fi for now, but we'll see. Also, whilst I'm doing this, I think it's worth saying, considering on Monday morning this week, I was pretty unwell, I kind of tanked it through kind of well, I think. I don't think I've ever tanked through, like, a cold this well. for like streaming. Like there's been many times before where I've tried to just kind of like take it on the chin and stream through it. But like last Sunday I felt like shit, and so I took that off. But I've streamed every day this week so far. And none of those streams have been, like, super short. I think the only one that was kind of short was the Shaylee stream, but I knew that one was going to be short ahead of time because I knew Nod Cry was going to dominate the rest of the week. So I am taking tomorrow off no matter what, unless if we'll do any cleanup on, like, Nod Cry I want to do on Sunday. Like, even though on the schedule it says Shaylee is on Sunday, if we're not done here, we will clean it all off on Sunday and make it one big stream to just clean everything.
Ah, so you're...
But I don't really think I'm doing too bad, all things considered.
Oh. What does that port look like?
It's been a pretty solid week, all things considered.
Now that I'm not so sure of. Let's search around together and see what the robot reacts to.
Works for Paimon. Is this it? Probably not. Or this one? Oh, ew! Stinks of machine oil.
Not here either.
That thing over there looks promising.
Where? Oh, yeah! It does. Let's try it out. Whoa! It's flying! Does that mean we got it right? So, what do we do now?
Let me give it a try. Button to adjust the height, touch the light beam, hints to collect this. It's the single input, maintain the height, okay. This is cute.
Wow, what do you know? I know was right. We got this working without understanding a thing, Beep Boopita said.
Still, it's impressive how you figured things out right away.
Yeah, I've been to Sumeru.
Paimon's up next, along with this stupidly heavy book. Ugh, let's see. Should be just like checking a dictionary, right? The matching result for this symbol is... check passed. All systems normal. Wait, is that it?
Well, as they say, no news is good news.
Yeah, guess you're right. Just feels like we did all this stuff for nothing, that's all. On to the next spot, then.
It's weird hanging out with an NPC and not like a playable character. It's like, yeah, this is just someone we're like vibing with. Not someone who's like super like hyper designed and going to be sold to us later. Just some NPC.
I'm getting the hang of this now. It's this thing, right?
I'll handle it.
And this time... Huh? Why are you angry? Oh. Huh. Looks like its expressions are also prompts of a kind. Which page is that on? Oh. We need to take note of the order in which his eye colors change. Purple, red... Hey, slow down! Paimon didn't catch that! What? So now we've got musical prompts too? Weren't you only supposed to be a beep-boop machine? Alright, one final stop. This was quite a trip, huh?
Agreed. I must say, you two have a talent for maintenance work. A bit shaky at points, but not bad for your first job.
Good eye. Paimon's the real deal when she deals for real, you know.
Really, I'd have liked to share the load, but you were really getting into it, and I didn't want to interrupt.
Ugh, couldn't you have mentioned that earlier?
Anyway, let's get this all done in one go. 6 marks? Oh, this better, like, be quick.
Hey, we've been in Nocry for a while now, but we still don't know much about this place. Now we've got some free...
What? An event started up? Brother, I'm busy. An event started? It is 10 AM. 10 a.m. is like UK time, like when the events tend to start up. Brother! That's something else we can do probably on Sunday then, so I'm not going to start the event now. What does that mean? Does the book say anything about that?
A pictorial prompt this time. Don't worry, Paimon's just about gotten the hang of which prompts are listed where. We gotta take note of the flashing patterns. 1 yellow flash, nothing for 2 seconds, then 2 yellow flashes means the components here are overdue for regular maintenance. Maintenance is a high priority task. The device will be rendered inoperable until it is complete. Switch Beep Boopita to input mode to send out a signal to unlock components. The description of input mode isn't on this page. Ugh, more page flipping.
After more pages and pages, we got there.
Real struggle. Well, Paimon needs a break now.
Good work, Paimon.
Yeah, good work indeed. But it seems this input mode requires some additional work to operate.
Allow me. Oh, come on. There we go.
Well, looks like we're all good. We can.
I mean, next free, I'll at least look at what the event is on the event page. But like I said, I won't bother with it right now, at least. What is it anyway?
No clue, frankly. But whatever.
Unless it's like a daily login thing, then yeah, we'll go poke our head in. But I don't think it is.
I'll go get the replacement component. We should be done once we pop it in here. What do you think? Maintenance work's easier than running errands, wouldn't you say?
That's for sure. We're counting on you, Sosie. You know what? Paimon took him for the stony type at first, but he's actually a pretty nice guy. Let's wait for him here, huh?
Are your tasks complete?
Yep. Sosie's gone to get the replacement component. We'll be done here once we put it on.
Allow me to check against the recorded data. Yes. This component is approaching its replacement deadline. The cannon will generate immense recoil when fired. If this is not controlled, the firing platform will become misaligned. This part is designed to anchor the cannon and ensure accuracy when aiming.
Huh. So, if the cannon isn't fixed in place, will it start spinning around like some kind of massive firework?
A novel analogy, but an apt one. The large-scale damage that might follow would be undesirable by anybody's standards. This component is currently easily damaged. The materials are not up to par, and there are still some design flaws. But Aino and I are working to improve it. Estimated waiting time remaining: 7 minutes. Would you like a crumb kake?
Yeah! Dessert's just the best after a hard day's work.
Certainly. It will be ready shortly. Observation. Freshly baked crumb kake results in the most efficient improvements upon human happiness indices. As such, I activated an internal heater before starting repairs.
Are you? You're a walking microwave?
Thanks for the treat. Aino's lucky to have you.
Thanks for the food. Sure enough, Susie returns 7 minutes later on the dot.
Thanks.
And after installing it, we go check on Aino. I think that's what the rest of it said. I didn't catch all that.
As we agreed, I'll have the cannon up and firing in no time.
Understood. I will inform the inhabitants of Nasha Town and have them make preparations for the shock and noise that will inevitably ensue.
And I'll inform the Ratniki stationed around Wild Hunt anomalies to make sure they fall back in a timely fashion. Thanks for your kind assistance. I better make a move. Ratniki from other sites should have sent reports back here, and I'll need to sort them out promptly.
Righty then. Bet this huge cannon's a real sight when it fires.
That is correct. A huge crowd tends to gather on its own accord on such occasions. Pure, bright energy rays have never failed to inspire obsessed admirers. If you are interested, you can come back later to behold it in all of its glory.
Sure. We did help fix it after all. It'd be weird if we didn't want to see it in action.
A reasonable thought, but before that, I'd like to investigate the wild hunt first.
Oh, yeah. Wonder where that strange phantom went. Never mind what it's doing. Let's try our luck at the flagship. See you later, guys.
Just be sure not to miss my masterpiece in action.
Go back to the flagship. Oh, I should probably see if these guys have anything more to say.
Checking snack stock. Lower than expected.
Uh-oh.
Please, explain, Aino.
Later. Can't you see I'm busy? You know, saving the poor, anxious inhabitants of this town?
I'm gonna fall off anyway, but I don't want to just call it up to that level. Yeah, but what is this? Okay, so it's just a silly thing to do. Okay, I'll worry about that later.
Is it just
I always love my silly things to do, but it doesn't mean I need to cover all of them.
Oh, just as well, since we're sniffing for intel and all.
Might as well go and ask around.
And maybe, just maybe, let's get some of their berries and fried meat too, huh? We still haven't had it yet.
Now you show your true motives.
Oh, come on. Why so uptight?
Excuse me, are you guests? If you wish to return to your room while the banquet is on, please use the side door.
No, we're not heading back to our room. Are we not allowed in here right now?
That is correct. Only those invited to the banquet may enter. Our goal is to ensure that our regulars can enjoy peace of mind and comfort, so that they can speak freely with one another.
How does one get invited then?
Familiar with our ways already, I see. But here in Nodcry, channels hold equal value to Mora. I am but a lowly employee, so you'll have to forgive my inability to help in this matter.
It's fine. Can't be easy being you. Looks like we'll have to switch channels then.
And I know just the person.
Never, right? The Curatorium does seem to already have an amazing intel network up and running.
I am enjoying seeing a Mausolean again in the background from Fontaine.
Likely squeeze us for all we're worth.
Let's not be quite so forward then.
Ooh, Paimon's got a plan. Lauma got Never to help her prep some medicine, right? We'll be heading to Hisi Island later anyway to ask Lauma to help us use the moon marrow. Couldn't we deliver the medicine while we're at it?
Oh, good thinking.
If Never doesn't mention a payment, we can cash our services in as a favor. If she does, then we can use it to haggle.
A cunning plan if I ever had one.
The thought of Mora made it worth the effort of thinking up. Come on, let's go.
Not that, like, money is an issue with us, to be honest. Or is it? Yeah, look in the bottom left. Look at that number of finances I have. It's not something that's ever really on my mind. I think I'm good financially for, like, the rest of eternity in this game.
Hey, Black Cat, we're here. Oh, it's you this time.
Hello, you two. What's up?
Not much. Just here to say hi. Also, we'll be going to Hisi Island later, so we can deliver the medicine to Lauma for you if you need.
How thoughtful of them. Bet they want something from me in return. Well, the faster the delivery, the better, naturally. And we're lacking free hands right now, so that would be a great help. Yehoda's gone to get the medicine, and she should be back any moment now. If you have nothing else to do, feel free to wait here. I'll have someone bring you some snacks.
Don't mind if we do then. Thanks.
You all seem busy. Let me guess, the Wild Hunt?
Oh yes, I'm sure you've all heard about what's going on. Nasha Town's in turmoil,
and right now everyone wants intel. Whether it's to strike it rich, save their lives, or escape whatever predicament they've found themselves in.
Ah, so you're busy making Mora. How nice.
It's not all good news, I'm afraid. We're stretched so thin that our clients have taken to competing for our services via auction. The price for taking priority slots has all but skyrocketed. In other words, we've had to suspend free intel handouts for now.
She cornered us right away. Did she guess what we really wanted from the start?
Is there anything we can do for you then?
If there's anything that worries me right now, it's the Wild Hunt. It affects everything we do, yet the number of people who can ensure cargo safety in the face of such a threat is vanishingly small.
Huh? That doesn't sound too hard. If you need something delivered, hit us up and consider it sent.
Is that so? But... no. Forget I said anything. I mean, you're great heroes. How could I waste your precious time on trifles like these?
Alright, fine, we'll bite. That's something we'd like to know.
Is there now? You should have said so sooner. Far be it for me to extort you, of all people, for intel. But seeing as you so kindly made me an offer, I suppose I'll accept.
What's there left for us to say here?
On account of our previous cooperation?
More like our common perspective. Most who live here only wish to defend their own interests. But we are different, are we not? We both seek to resolve the chaos that the Wild Hunt has caused.
Huh. Or like make a profit off the Wild Hunt. Paimon doesn't believe a word she says.
Dissatisfied, are we? The number of commissions over at the Adventurers Guild spikes during tumultuous times, too. Would you call taking those jobs for Mora a sin?
Well, that's...
We might squeeze some advantage out of chaos, but equally, chaos could uproot everything we've built at any time. Such is the threat of the Wild Hunt today. And what business would there be left should it end in some great slaughter, or put to flight many who call Nasha Town their home? And as I understand, the two of you are here in Nodcry to follow a trail of clues yourselves, no?
Well, yeah.
In that case, we should keep Nodcry the paradise people say it is. At least, until our respective goals have been accomplished. You must understand, no force exists here that would inspire unconditional unity amongst all parties.
I get it, but I'm not doing this just for me.
After that incident with Lauma, I'm inclined to believe you. Your selflessness is admirable, to be sure, and rare around these parts. Though it's rare for a reason, kid. Just a shame that our mysterious phantom has hidden itself well. Between that and its ability to shift shapes, it will no doubt be a most slippery customer. Really, I'd be all too glad to pass on any additional intel I gain. We make a good team, after all, don't you think? You front and center, me behind the curtain.
That does make sense. Sorry, Nefer. Paimon took you for someone who only cares about profit.
A well-placed only, indeed, Paimon. Nothing is wholly divorced from profit of some kind.
Wait, so you were ready to work with us from the start?
Why, of course. In fact, I was wondering when I might bring this up the moment you entered.
But...
Hey, boss, I'm back! Huh? Oh, you guys are here too?
I bet Yehoda's sitting there like in the back of her mind like, oh, you guys are here. We're not going back to the fortress, are we? Like, I imagine like that's just shot in her mind like, oh no, not again.
Indeed they are. In fact, they've volunteered to deliver the medicine to Lauma on our behalf. And totally free of charge. Such kind souls, aren't they?
Really? Great! Oh, in that case, guess I'll be clocking out now.
Got a few more places for you to visit right here, dear.
Aw, haven't I already worked a few days worth of overtime already? Well, guess the extra more is pretty nice.
Well, we better get this medicine delivered pronto.
Wait a sec, is this salt?
Surely not. The special medication from before wasn't salt, was it?
Wait, that can't be. Let me see. This isn't right. How could it be salt? It was raining back there, so could it have happened while I was resting at the store? Sorry, boss. I'll get it back.
Oh, I was kind of hoping it would stay on that frame for a second longer.
Super fast.
Hey! Slow down, you might get hurt!
Well then, any plans? If not, what say we go into town and ask around about the wild hunt?
Oh, we were thinking of doing that, but we didn't get much out of it. The townspeople are a bit wary of us, and we can't get into the flagship right now.
Ah, yes, the banquet is on today. Perfect timing. That's where we'll go.
Huh? Can you get us an invitation?
Oh, come now. What are we? Sticklers for the rules?
She's like, look, we'll go in. What the fuck matters? Goes to the flagship once again. Just a heads up, obviously it's still a few hours away yet. I am planning to wrap up before the Nintendo Direct later. At UK time, it's at 2 PM. It's 20 past 10 AM. So, you know, we've got most of 4 hours yet. It'll probably be a smidge before it, so I've got time to, like, do some cooking and, like, do a bit of cleaning that I need to do as well. So I can just sit down and watch it, especially because the thing's going to be a fucking hour long. I'm only going to be there for the Direct for one thing and one thing only, and that's potentially the Tomb Raider Legend Trilogy remastered. Which, if that happens, oh god, it's going to be the only thing I'm talking about on Sunday stream, I'm telling you now.
That's right. My apologies. Consider it my fault for not having explained the banquet's rules to them beforehand.
Oh no, it was no trouble at all. Please, do come in.
Yeah, sure, thanks. Not even an invitation check? Huh. Paimon didn't realize Nefer was such a big shot. Yes, channels really do take you places.
After you enter, Nathan brings you and Paimon to a spot near the bar. Oh, we stand out. I get it. What they're... Yeah, we stand out.
Finally! Now, what do we...
Pardon me. I'm sure we're all having a good time, but I would like you all to meet a mysterious guest I invited for just this occasion. I give you tonight's special guest, a renowned mixologist from Mondstadt.
Are you serious?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor.
Nice to meet you all.
I'm sure that no more needs to be said about Mondstadt's wine industry. After all, we are all connoisseurs of fine drink here. The special drinks menu is being set before you as we speak. Now then, for a time, let us set aside our worries and enjoy these exotic spirits from afar.
Ah, I see. A new face for the bar.
And here I was thinking, that ain't a familiar face. No wonder.
Well, it's a rare occasion to be sure. Wanna order a glass or two?
Sounds intriguing.
I spoke to the owner. The bar is all yours. The recipes are available for your perusal here. Not to worry. I've taken the liberty of removing the more challenging options.
Previous experience coming in handy. Who'd have thought it?
How'd you set this all up so quickly?
Well, as long as you know what both sides need, Negotiations are essentially just a process of confirming the deal.
So she has, like, we saw it when it, like, caught to her vision. Like, she can see, like, whole paragraphs above people's heads of everything she needs to know. The fact that she read them that quickly. I was trying to read them as well as it went past, and I did not catch most of it. I can read pretty quickly. Like, when I read out loud, obviously I end up missing things, because I read the words as I speak. Like, when I'm, like, doing it for you guys. When I read in my head, though, I can read pretty quickly, but even that was a little too quick for me to catch up with.
Demyon will assist you. Serving guests with drinks will be the perfect opportunity for you. Of course.
Even if I try and like just pick out the key words, it was still kind of quick. She just kind of glanced across, but that is cool.
To arouse their suspicions.
Got it. We'll give it a try.
In the meantime, I'll go mingle with some of the guests who pique my interest. There'll be a little event during the banquet's second half, by the way. See you then.
Mix the first drink. Uh-oh.
How may I assist?
Let's make drinks. Oh my god, it absolutely is that event. I was saying, like, this feels like it's going to be part of that old event where we had to like mix things together, and it was like real basic.
Good work. Now then, get the drink to the guest. Wouldn't want to keep them waiting.
Who's our first guest?
Ever consider returning to Snezhnaya?
Would I kill myself with the politics?
Take the opportunity to gather intel.
Tell you what, I envy people like you. I'm like a man in a leaking boat, soon to be food for the fish. Wouldn't come to this dump if there were any better place to be.
Come now. Surely it isn't that bad. We've still got the light keepers.
You trust them? I wouldn't. Wouldn't trust anyone, really. We're stuck with a wild hunt here. The Snezhnayans can't be bothered, the Lightkeepers can't spare the people, and everyone else, they're a mess. I'd sooner put an ounce of faith in that cannon. Forget it. Let's just drink. Let's see if this new mixologist is worth the billing.
And they both immediately looked at me.
Hello.
Alright, drink two. Juice, caramel, and wine.
Good work. Now...
I love all the little robots in Nodcry. I think it's like one of the more charming things about it. Like, Fontaine had a bunch of mechs. This has got little, like, square robots. Like, I love it. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, where does it want me to...
Just some people are just waiting for this place to fall further into chaos.
You've got a plan for that, then?
Hard to say. But what I can say is that the situation in Nashitown will get out of hand if that cannon isn't fired soon. That gun's a symbol. The most solid proof that ordinary folks like us can stand up against wild hunt.
If you want to negotiate prices, you'll find a flea market. Wait. What are you angling for exactly?
Well, what if that was nothing but an illusion? What if, let's say, the cannon was never meant to be fired? For our sakes, at least.
Surely this town is still of value to those who control it.
Of course, and that's all it is. Value. For us, though, there's no place but Nashitown. And we're putting its life and ours in their hands.
I get what you mean. Let's just see how this plays out first.
Ooh, seems like they're all talking about the cannon already. Guess that's why Sosie was so anxious.
I was just pressing buttons, but we've got new music playing.
Hello.
Lemon. Mint. Wine. That can't be that nice. Lemon, mint, That just looks like bubbly water. Oh, you're following me now. You're seeing if I've paid attention. Oh, God.
Oh, so this order was yours, huh?
Indeed. So, any notable news?
Not for the moment.
Ah, you two must be Nefer's friends. A pleasure to meet you. If you've got a moment, let's have a drink. On my tab, of course.
Paimon doesn't recall there being any other orders right now. Sure then, we can take a break.
Then come, sit. Dimyon, 2 wildberry trails if you would. Without alcohol, much obliged. Hints is the name. I help out at the Rossum workshop in town. They usually put me in charge of making and repairing simple machines.
Paimon's name is Paimon. Pleased to meet you.
Honorary cocktail night. I'm Emmy.
Anyway, help me keep an eye out, alright? Valuable intel will be suitably compensated.
Oh, come on. Is that how it is between us? I mean, I wouldn't even have this job if it hadn't been for your help back then.
So, you've known each other a long time?
That's right. I came to Nodcry with nothing at all. Would have starved on the streets if I hadn't met Nefer. She lent me money to study a craft, and even introduced me to Aino and the Voynich Guild, which is how I slowly carved out a living for myself.
That's a huge favor. Huh. So Nefer can be a nice person sometimes, huh?
Wow, that's a backhanded compliment,
I'd
Paimon.
also say she needed a willing and able machinist at her disposal.
Wait, don't we already have Aino for that?
Come now. Aino's talents are better spent on issues bigger than basic machine repair and component manufacture. I did think myself a dab hand at such work at first, but compared to her, I might as well be a trainee who couldn't weld a wire to save his life. Got the scoldings to show for it, too. It took me a long while, but I finally got to the point where I could make my own machines, and even maintain some of Aino's relatively complex ones, like Kuvaki detectors or mechanical arms.
He's the one responsible for maintaining Yehoda's robotic arm.
Oh, speaking of that, didn't Sosi have a mechanical arm too?
That's right, one of Aino's masterful designs. I could never design one of those in my life, but if you gave me its blueprint, I could hammer one out. Nowadays, I've got regular customers, which makes for a decent keep. Even got a kid, if you can believe it. I wouldn't have, had he told me my future when I first arrived here. On the flip side, being a family man means I can't just flee this place whenever I feel like it, so I'm afraid I'm counting on you to help solve this wild hunt crisis.
All the more reason to be proactive and do your part. Wringing our hands in despair does us no good in times of crisis. Oh, wait. Just another question that's been bothering me. Have you heard anything about people seeing illusions within Wild Hunt anomalies? People they know, perhaps?
I have heard of humanoid shapes being sighted, but familiar faces? No. Most would think they'd lost their wits from fright if they started hallucinating. After all, no ordinary person could survive an assault from those monsters. Does this have anything to do with our current Wild Hunt crisis?
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
All right, I get it. I'll keep my ear to the ground for you, and naturally, my lips will stay tightly sealed.
Then we'll take our leave. Enjoy your drinks. He's a social man. You can often find him here chatting with friends, and he's had contact with all manner of clients. Since he's never heard of the Wild Hunt exhibiting the power to imitate familiar faces, might it be safe to assume that our Phantom wants to keep that a secret?
Huh. That does sound worth noting. How about we go talk to a few more people?
A good idea. And one our upcoming activity will facilitate. Let me show you how it's done. Come, back to the bar.
Alright, time for drink 3.
Thank you for waiting, everyone. The roulette showdown is ready to begin.
The what?
Finally!
Come on, let's go try our hand. Joining us, new girl?
We'll pass.
No, you won't. The one who'll be mixing the roulette special has to take part. Those are the rules.
But...
Notha's hand signal again. Let's go with it. Sign me up.
That's more like it.
Since we have a new friend with us today, let me go over the rules in brief. The wheel before you is divided into an inner and outer circle. Participants must take turns to spin the pointer of the inner
Do you need to
circle.
explain this? It's just spin the wheel when it lands on
Our
bottoms
lucky
up.
contestant will drink. The drinks are divided into juice, tea, and alcohol, with that last further divided into 3 levels by intensity. Spin your way to a non-alcoholic beverage, and you'll score no points. Otherwise, you get 1 to 3 based on alcohol content.
Alright, are we playing on standard rules or golf rules?
During a round of drinking, one participant may choose another with less points than them and pose a question, which the other party must then answer.
This sounds like it might favor those who score higher, but push your luck and you might not recall any answers you were given the next day. Defeats the purpose, wouldn't you say?
And that's why the person mixing the drinks has to take part. You know, just in case they decide to pour heavy, then sit back and watch the show.
Not that our newcomer looks like the
It's
drinking
raining
type.
again.
Either way,
It stopped for like an hour and looked like it was starting to get brighter, but now it's just come back in.
Anything you drink will be replenished. And additionally, I have decided to sponsor a grand prize for this grand occasion. A single serving of Dark Horse.
What? Do my ears deceive me? A chance to drink Dark Horse and not cry?
Dark Horse. Guess we'll have to take part now, huh? Indeed. The Dark Horse could be yours to enjoy, so long as your luck holds. And so long as you can remember its taste the day after. And if our lucky winner can drain the whole
Next
serving in one
chance we
go,
get a break in the story, I'm going to go refill my drink because I've gone through it very quick. Well, I'm still like a little under the weather. My throat is kind of shot. It's why I'm glad we've been doing like the Nod Cry stuff because all the dialogue of the characters, I don't have to talk as much.
Strong alcohol.
Now, if there are no other questions, let us begin. Allow
But
me
my
to get
my
the ball
throat
rolling.
is still very warm, which is the other reason why, like, no matter what, I'm taking tomorrow off.
Intensity 3. Looks like I'll have to put my back into it today.
Let's go!
Wow, this is kind of intense.
Oh, my turn. All right, man, fess up. You've been making a killing lately. Where's it all been coming from?
Hey, bro. I heard you met up with some big shot from the Voynich Guild. Mind introducing me sometime?
Ugh. A normal drink, huh? Oh, must be my lucky day.
We've reached the final round of the roulette showdown. Let's see who gets the last laugh.
I gotta say, you monsters really know your alcohol. These recipes are super good. Teach me, would ya?
I was wanting to ask about your wife. Your wife.
I've rolled non-alcoholic drinks without fail the last few rounds. The 0-point game is no accident. Similarly, Nathan's been maintaining an ever so slight lead and has been using it to ask ever so slightly probing questions. That can't just be luck. I can tell that Drabawa was lucky enough to survive stumbling into a wild hunt, but Nathan's turn is... Oh, she left him to me.
Whoa! New face here just drew the Dark Horse.
Bottoms up! Bottoms up!
Hey, will you you be alright? You wanna just give this one to Paimon?
Whoa, she actually downed it in one gulp.
Nice job! No wonder you Mondstadters have such a reputation.
What did you see while you were inside the Wild Hunt anomaly?
Me? Well, what do you think? Monsters, of course.
Are any monsters?
Absolutely. If there was something else, I didn't stop to see it. Just took off as fast as I could. Oh, and guess who showed up just as I'd gotten out of there? Those good-for-nothing rat Nikki, that's who. If my luck had been just a little worse, they'd have found nothing but my corpse. Or whatever was left of it anyway. Either way, there's nothing in there you'd want to see.
Even those who've had a personal encounter with the Wild Hunt know nothing about the strange phantom we saw. It seems Natha's judgment was on point.
I see some downcast faces. Why, have we all hit our limit?
Says who? I'm still raring to go.
'Cause you didn't drink that much.
In that case, let me raise another glass. To a blast of a showdown and a wonderful evening.
Hello, ma'am. Lady Nefer has ordered a fresh round of drinks. Could you deliver it to her?
She's also moved what bench she sat on, or what table she's at, sorry.
Are they playing cards? Paimon spies some elemental dice.
Same as usual then? One die, 100.
Oh, they're playing the fucking card game. They're playing the in-universe card game.
I'm not here to do business with you.
Fucking hell, what was that? I'm not here to do business with you. What is it, fucking Batman?
Come now, I've already ordered us drinks. Or are you looking to add another line to your ledger of arrears?
Oh, so this is a business deal.
So, let's go over this again. One die, 100,000 mora. Then we have a deal. Come, you two. Take a seat as well.
What are we even doing here? I can give you 3 things. The features of the Wild Hunt, the exact locations where it has appeared, and the intel we've received from the Lightkeepers. The Wild Hunt is in fact a phenomenon linked to abyssal power. Fog and monsters follow in its wake, posing a lethal danger to ordinary people. On the flip side, these monsters cannot leave the fog, so the disaster cannot spread quickly.
We already know all that.
Fair enough. Then I won't beat around the bush. Here's a map of current Wild Hunt anomalies that I snagged from the Lightkeepers, including the locations they'll soon be bombarding.
Oh, that's like kind of all over the place, huh?
That's a lot.
We've never seen anything like this either. That's why everyone's so worked up.
That's not enough. 4 dice.
Cool it, all right? I'm not done. Now, the Lightkeepers don't want you to know this, but weirdly enough, more Wild Hunt sites have disappeared than their involvement would indicate.
Isn't that normal? They're not the only ones fighting the Wild Hunt after all. Adventurers do that too. And maybe some just go poof by themselves.
I'd agree. And really, we've always had a small, stable discrepancy between reported anti-Wild Hunt ops and anomalies cleared. That variance has become a gulf lately.
What could that even mean?
I've got 2 theories. One, that some new force is clearing the Wild Hunt out in secret. Or 2, that some rat Niki are not reporting the work they do on purpose. The odds of the former happening is low. Not many organizations can even engage the Wild Hunt. Never mind keep those operations a secret. If you're interested, I'd recommend following the latter train of thought.
Paimon doesn't really get it. What would anyone gain from doing that?
Let's just note it down first.
Now that's what I call interesting intel. No wonder you've been doing well for yourself lately. Even if you've mostly just been reselling my intel.
Please, stop. This is all I've got for you.
Oh, stop that. Why, people might start thinking me a bully. Let me give you an opportunity instead. Out of respect for your independent intelligence gathering. An answer to a simple question. For 50,000 off your debt. Have you heard of people seeing familiar faces within a wild hunt anomaly? Or experiencing something akin to, say, an illusion?
No, nothing like that. Nothing at all but ghostly shadows.
Nothing at all, hmm? Not even for 50,000 Mora? Either you don't take your debt seriously, or you're confident you can pay it off.
Hey! No means no, alright? This is about my dignity as an intel broker. Mora doesn't factor in here at all.
Okay. Well, that puts me at ease.
You really are the same as ever.
And you've learned quite well. Go on, then. I'll swing by again. Sometime soon, perhaps.
Ugh.
So, you're his creditor?
Indeed I am. He's resold my intel quite a few times now, pocketing the difference afterwards. Rather dishonest dealing, if I may say so. As luck would have it, he would only purchase information from me when he was just about done negotiating with his buyer. So I arranged a little something just for him. A painful lesson, you might call it.
Ooh, that sounds brutal.
Oh, I was downright beneficent in charging for that betrayal. It was more about the message, really.
Oh, good thing we're on the same team.
In any case, I believe that's all we'll get here. Let's go through what we've learned outside.
Channels are king, and we got the map. Right, before we do that, I said I'd go refill my drink, so BRB. Radio, I'm back. Let's get out of here.
Most of our intel seems quite dispersed, so let's try piecing it all together.
Well, first, no one else has seen that weird phantom, apart from our encounter on Star Sand Shoal.
Indeed. And we have that from multiple accounts, so each statement corroborates the others.
What in Teyvat could that phantom be planning?
The wild hunt anomaly that occurred at Star Sand Shoal seemed quite unique.
Agreed. Instances of the wild hunt afflicting Nodcry in general have increased in frequency, but the phenomenon itself hasn't changed much. What you encountered must have been something special, with our mastermind concealing themselves within, in order to target the Moon Marrow. In which case, two questions arise. Who is this mastermind, and why would they want the Moon Marrow?
Additionally, the intel broker mentioned that some Lightkeepers might be withholding information. Given the inconsistencies in Flins' words and deeds, he might be a likely suspect. But let's not share that with Nathan for now.
I'll continue investigating along these two lines. We can reconvene again if any progress is made.
I'm back! Luckily, the store owner kept the medicine bottle I left on the table safe for me. Here you go.
Huh. Thanks a bunch, Yehoda. Take a break. You've earned it.
Oh no, I've got work to do later. And anyway, isn't the cannon about to go off? I was watching it the whole way back, praying it wouldn't fire. Not until I got back, you know? Again, lucky me.
You know, I didn't really register it until they mentioned earlier, like when they were talking about someone else who has a mechanical limb, and they went, oh, just like Yehoda. But yeah, I just thought, like, her right arm, like her right forearm to her hand, was just like some accessory pieces. I don't really pay it any mind. But no, that is definitely a mechanical, like, joint you can see on the elbow going into an arm.
Huh. So you're interested in that big gun?
Of course. I mean, just think about it. Something that size is bound to be comprised of thousands, even tens of thousands of parts, fused in such a way that it can operate smoothly and fire off a supergiant, super strong beam! Isn't that just so cool? I mean, miraculous. Like a miracle created through countless careful calculations.
It has been a while since the last time it fired. Go on, feel free to go watch. Work can wait for a while.
Thanks, boss. Anyway, y'all wanna come? It'll be worth the while and worth your wait. I swear.
Might as well. Fruits of our labor and everything, you know?
We're pretty much going that way anyway.
Woohoo! Let's go! Kaboom!
Kaboom!
Wow! What a crowd! People seem pretty excited, too. Just goes to show how big a deal this cannon is, huh?
Oh, for sure. One shot, one kill, problem solved. Simple and practical. Just the way we like it. And even if that wasn't how it worked, just listen to how it roars. If that isn't power, I don't know what is. Oh, if only I had that kind of strength.
Hey, don't think like that. Your skills and smarts have been a big help to us, too.
Really? They think that? Oh, I'll do my best the next time we work together. For sure.
She's so precious.
Hey, look! It's starting!
Nice one!
Finally, all fixed up. Nothing to fear now.
Awesome! Felt that one in my bones.
Whew. That sure was powerful. And pretty dazzling, too. Guess that's why everyone's been counting on this thing. Surely the Wild Hunt doesn't stand a chance.
Certainly see the Lightkeepers a whole lot of running around.
I feel so alive right now. Overtime. Ha! It's gonna be a piece of cake.
You know, Paimon's been wondering, if you're so interested in machines, why don't you go work for Aino?
That's what we call drawing a line between your work and your hobbies. I've got some mechanical talents, sure. But this job I have now, no one can do it but me. Not even Aino or her silly robots. Anyway, gotta go. See you later.
Says the person who got salt and medicine mixed up. Huh. Looks like the crowd's breaking up as well. Let's head over to Hisi Island. Best not keep Llama waiting.
Message from the Curatorium of Secrets. Yeah, like, I didn't do the commissions today. Look at, do your opponents, do the Eternal, use the Kuvaki stuff, and then do a dash. Like, the commissions are kind of just whatever. They always are, but every now and then you get like one or two that are like a little more involved. Which is more what I was looking for. Hey, Llama.
Let's see now. What's changed since we were gone?
Not as much as I'd imagined.
Yeah. If anything, looks like things are settling down. That's Llama for you. Hey there, Llama. We're back.
How have things been these past few days?
The cleanup work has been much more complicated than I expected. Solving problems that have built up over time is a tall order, to say the least. I believe it will take a few weeks more. Fortunately, those who remained appear to have shaken off the initial confusion and are becoming more proactive by the day. It's as if they've finally been forced to come face to face with what their faith actually is.
And it's all thanks to you.
No, I should have done this a lot sooner. I've been focused on taking care of myself these past few days, so I'm in a good place. And since you're looking after the Moon Marrow for us, I should be able to help you investigate the truth of the past.
Thanks for remembering.
Speaking of which, have you heard anything new about that phantom?
I've tried asking around, but to no avail. What about you?
We haven't made much progress either. But here's what we've got.
I think I've got the gist of it. Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you too. Don't forget to take good care of yourselves. In any case, please, come this way.
What do you see?
This is Nodcry? This all looks familiar. Is that a shooting star in the sky? No, wait, that's our spaceship.
Is it over already?
This appears to have occurred a long, long time ago. The memories I sensed are highly turbulent and disordered. So that is all my power allows me to discern.
At least we know where our spaceship landed in Nodcry, near Starsand Shoal, or so it seems. That matches what Aoife told me, but I want to know more.
Huh? What's the matter?
Oh, Bina want to say something?
The flowers changed color.
Those flowers are a reflection of the Damselet's powers. Does that mean she's... I remember her mentioning that she wanted to use the Moon Marrow to restore some of her power. Paimon?
Yeah, we should go see her and see if we can help her in some way.
I'll leave that in your hands then.
Oh wait, here you go. This is the medicine you asked the Curatorium of Secrets to help prepare earlier.
Thanks for coming all this way with it. You've been a huge help. Also, if I may, I have a feeling that Kuthar might be able to help you get a more detailed glimpse at the memories about your spaceship.
Oh, that's true. She's the Kutar after all. But we best check if she's doing okay first. See you later then.
Hey, Bina, we're coming to say hi.
Oh, she doesn't look so good. Sorry for disturbing you, but are you okay?
Has your condition worsened?
Dizzy. It's like I'm returning to the moon.
Wait, it's not that bad, is it?
I sense the moon's power within you.
We got the moon marrow back from the Fatui. Can it help you in any way?
And what do you require this time?
Come on, don't even think about that. Right now, you gotta focus on getting better.
Has this become habitual for her, after living in relationships of mutual benefit for so long?
I might need your assistance in the future.
Oh. Very well. Give me your hand. Back to Earth. My thanks.
Your feet never left the ground. But anyway, feeling any better?
Significantly.
What did you do? Or maybe what did I do?
The moon within your body. It is as silent as a reflection in the water. Fascinating. I merely drew forth a ray of its light from the water. Enough to keep me tethered to the ground for now.
I think I sensed some other changes as well.
That is the moon goddess's favor. All things I come into contact with will bear this mark. It is harmless, and will fade over time.
Speaking of which, do you want to be the Moon Marrow's custodian, now that you've got your power back? It's supposed to be something that belongs to a god in any case, right?
It is the remains of Arya, goddess of the eternal moon.
So it does have to do with... Wait, what?
Did you not know this already?
Lauma just said it was different from the other fragments, and that she could sense divine power within it.
And she is correct. When I drew that ray of moonlight from the marrow, I also drew some memories from within. That is how I know that it belongs to the goddess of the eternal moon.
But Lauma also saw the past by using the moon marrow. Why didn't she see that?
Lauma mentioned that she could only catch brief, blurry snippets. Perhaps this is something that only a moon goddess could sense.
There were once 3 moons in the sky, each belonging to a goddess who ruled over it. But after the War of Funerary Flame, all 3 lay slain, and 2 of the 3 moons were shattered during the conflict. After Arya's death, her power coalesced into this moon marrow. The iridescent moon's remains have never been found. And while the Frost Moon's goddess died herself, her moon was never broken. As the prophecy stated, This moon would birth a new deity sooner or later. The entity the Frost Moon Scions call the Kutar. I can sense that my power belongs to the Frost Moon, but it lies beyond the false sky, too distant from me. Forget controlling it. Sensing it alone requires immense effort.
Oh, wait, let Paimon count this up. We have the Eternal Moon's Marrow with us. No one can find the iridescent moons. Does that mean you have the Frost Moon's Marrow inside you then?
No. It can only form after the moon goddess is dead. Consider it a form of energy core. You may as well ask if there are rocks on the moon.
Oh, so you're saying that you represent the Frost Moon's power, right?
Yes. Now, a god with a gnosis is named an Archon. Since you bear the moon marrow, does that make you a moon goddess?
I doubt that's the same thing.
You do not wish to become one?
That's not really the problem here. Also, why are you so eager to pass that title on to someone else? Anyway, never mind this becoming a moon goddess stuff for now. We're asking if we should return this moon marrow to you.
I do not desire it.
Huh?
Nor does it desire to come to me.
And what does that mean?
When I came into contact with its power, I sensed a kind of rejection. I can only guess that this is because I, too, am a moon goddess. Two moons will not rise at the same time, let alone consume one another.
Guess it's stuck with me for now, then.
You sure that's gonna be okay? Well, did say that you've hidden its power well, but the damselette sensed it just fine. And it's the wild hunt we're dealing with here, not some run-of-the-mill enemy. If it detects the marrow...
The wild hunt? You speak of that phenomenon as if you were describing a person.
Well, it sure looks like there's a person behind it all. Someone with a super clear goal, too. They've been after the moon marrow non-stop.
That seems to ring a bell.
Huh? Does it really?
My colleagues used to mention someone, back when I was still with the Fatui. He hailed from Conria, gaining abyssal power during the Cataclysm, and he had a consuming fixation on the moons.
Conria? Well, we don't know if the phantom we saw has anything to do with that, but the details kind of match. What was his name?
I only know what others called him.
One of the 5 fucking sinners. That's like Rayria, I think.
Huh. There was that title too. Yes.
Wait a second. Dane mentioned him, didn't he? Does that mean that our enemy is Rarier, one of the 5?
Okay, Rayria. I was close in the pronunciation.
If that was the case, surely he'd be stronger than this, though.
I have heard that he disappeared not long after the Cataclysm.
Gee, I wonder what our weekly boss is gonna be. Probably Rayria.
Where he went. They replied, "Do you really not know?"
Why would they say that?
The tale of his final fate has it that he fell into the moon's reflection, from which there can be no return.
Wait, hold up, pause. There's just too much information.
I felt the same. They seemed to think that I should be the one who would know everything about the moons. But as I said, my prologue lies beyond the false skies. I do not even remember my name.
Oh.
Either way, following his departure, the wild hunt situation worsened drastically, and it has since become a byword for abyssal disaster. The present phenomenon may have inherited the same title, but it far surpasses its past incarnation in both scale and lethality.
Oh, to think that we're up against one of the infamous 5 sinners. That's way too much for us to handle. That incident on Star Sand Shoal must have been luck then. Or maybe he wasn't giving it his all. And even then, he still defeated Marionette.
Oh? What did you just say? Would you mind repeating that?
That's your ex-colleague? So, we were on Star Sand Shoal together, and she was beaten by the Wild Hunt, too. Did you just laugh?
No.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You're just like, oh, she got her ass kicked, huh?
She totally did. Are you two on bad terms or something?
No. I simply imagined the put-out expression she must have worn in that moment, and found it interesting.
She seemed quite shaken.
Oh, she'll adjust soon enough. She's very good at that.
Sorry, I haven't taken any screenshots of Damsel at all stream. You gotta let me have this.
Okay, anyway, we've gotten off topic. Now that we know how dangerous the guy targeting the moon marrow is, you sure you want to carry it around with you, Traveler?
If Fatui intelligence is to be believed, Rerir would prevail even if all of Nodcry were to stand against him. Perhaps something restricts him, if only for the moment.
Before I decide, there's a favor I'd like to ask you, Columbina.
What do you need?
Do you think you'd be able to show me what happened when my brother and I arrived in Nodcry? I mean, when our spaceship first landed?
Sure.
That was quick.
As I said, this to me is but a single ray of moonlight. Nothing to it. Give me your hand, and ready yourself.
This is what I saw before. Only clearer. Seems we landed safely, at least. A lot of time appears to have passed. Just inside the spaceship. I think we were in there for so long. When did Aether get out, I wonder? Wait, is that Aether? But how can that be? No one left the ship from the moment we landed. The door hasn't even opened yet.
Where is this?
Lumine, come on, we have to leave this place.
What?
Hey, are you okay?
Our spaceship. A long, long time passed after we landed. No one left the ship during that time. But Aether found me from outside of it somehow.
Huh? How would that even be possible?
I don't know.
The secrets within memories are like cookie crumbs. Take a bite, and they go everywhere.
Bina, and the fact that she references back to food and snacks all the time is so, like, I know what you are. You're a little food gremlin when you want to be. There's something seriously strange going on here. I have to get to the bottom of this. But as Nafa said, there'll be nothing to investigate if Nodcry is destroyed first.
Alright. I'll keep the moon marrow with me.
Well, if you say so. Paimon can't stop you, but still. Ooh.
Will you need my help?
Help with?
I could help you conceal the marrow.
You could? Oh, that'd be great.
Detecting it within you is already no easy task. But I can teach you to further conceal its presence using Kuvaki. Like this.
Ooh, looks like a shield.
This feels so soft and gentle, just like the moonlight.
Can you sense it? Now, try to maintain it. You learn quickly.
Huh. Looks pretty sturdy. Could probably be used in self-defense in a pinch, huh?
Thank you for teaching me that.
Are you always here, Columbina? It's kind of dangerous out there, sure, but have you, like, taken a walk outside or something?
I dislike strangers.
And where do we rate on that scale?
Slightly better.
Once this whole business of the Wild Hunt is over, let's go out for a walk.
The Frost Moon Scions have changed since you last saw them. Who knows? You might actually like them.
I will consider it.
She seems kind of tired.
Probably haven't spoken this much in a while.
Either way, thanks for agreeing to help us.
Oh, she's so precious. She's so precious.
The flowers here. They like guests like you.
You enjoy your nap. Go to the Sylvan Hall to meet with the Damselette. You can visit the hall to visit the Damselette. At certain times after completing the quest, your party will gain a new Moon's Embrace effect. When in Nodcry, your party's moon sign level will always be Ascendant Gleam. Additionally, after completing a certain number of quests, you can claim a variety of other rewards.
Best let her rest.
She took a beam of moonlight and in return bestowed you with the moon goddess. Oh, this is the record book that we had in Natlan. Oh, this I will get. It's beautiful. Oh yeah, and Bino has a little mark there now. A new chronicle will be available after 6 days. Okay, so that's something that's going to be evolved upon as you go through. Understood. Oh, I just realized the music that's playing is from the original, like, the first introduction we got to anything Nodcry. This track's we've heard for, like, a few months now. This was on the web event. You relate the gist of the conversation with the Damselette to Lauma without the moon goddess involved.
The Raker of Solnari. I've never heard that name before. Let's keep this news confidential for the time being. It would only cause even more panic amongst the people of Nodcry. But if this Rarier is as you describe, he will be a truly formidable opponent if we try to take him on by our strength alone.
Yeah. Things might be okay if everyone was willing to work together, but right now...
If we don't stick together, we'll be picked off one by one.
Exactly. Whatever the case, let's start by telling those we can get to join up about the crisis. As it happens, we have our own reasons to protect Nodcry, but even if we didn't, we'd never leave people in the lurch. That ain't our style.
Thank you. The Frost Moon Scions will stand with you to prevent this crisis as best we can. In addition, I believe that the relationships between the various factions in this land are not cast in stone. The winds of change are blowing. And we Scions have nowhere to run. Our faith, our sect, all of it is here. Whether our foe is the Fatui or this Raker, we must stand our ground and remain true to ourselves, even to the last.
Thank you.
Let's see. Speaking of allies, the Krumkake craft shop is the closest by, right? Enough is sure to help us.
Never's busy with another quest. Oh, I have to do the fucking... I have to start the event. That's fine. So can I... Hang on. Just before we go, can I literally just, like, poke my head in the door and say hi to, Bina whenever I want now? Like, will she just be here? Oh, well, she's not there. Yeah, no, okay. I can hear her singing, though, so she's around. Oh, she's walking around. Oh, hello. Yeah, so she's just kind of vibing. That's actually really cool. Alright, let's see what this is about so we can get an effort to go where I need her to be.
Wow! This place is buzzing with activity! Oh, hey! There's a notice board over there. Huh. There's so much space on this thing, but only one post. Let's see here.
Dear friend, should you read this request for aid, then please head to the Clink Clank from Karke Craft Shop as soon as you can. Please forgive the sudden request. I heretofore unseen crisis has descended, and my simulations confirm that the craft shop's chances of destruction is increased by 10.3%, and chances of Nodcry as a whole being destroyed is increased by 2.6%. These developments are what has prompted the request. The situation is urgent, and I've decided to face the crisis down alone first. The chance I will not return is 83%, which is why I have left this here. Once again, please head to the Clink Clank from Karke Craft Shop as soon as you can. Thank you so very much, Inefa.
Wait, Inefa needs help? Uh-oh. What's this about a major crisis? And ruin?
Sounds serious.
We should still head over and check on things, just in case.
Yeah, this is the major event. We won't. So I won't do it all now. I'm not going to do much of it. I'm going to do enough to do this, and we might do more of it on Sunday. I don't know if it's in parts. We might not even all be unlocked by Sunday. But that's fine, because if we... I plan to probably make this and a lot of exploration of here our Sunday mission. I just want to kind of focus down on the main quest right now.
Anybody here? Huh. She's gone. Does that mean she really ran into trouble she couldn't handle?
Ah, Paimon and the Traveler are the first to arrive. Sincere apologies. I am unable to come down...
Oh, she's on the magnet, isn't she?
Moment. I will have to converse from up here.
Huh! Inefa! What the...
Is this the major crisis?
What happened? Did someone attack you?
The logic of your conclusion is sound. But I would not use that word. After all, Aino is the one who did this.
Wait, so Aino's the one who did this?
Let's get an effort down.
Ah, good idea. Does this giant magnet have a switch or something?
Request not feasible. Aino has locked down the control system. Analyzing further options. Conclusion. The priority level of certain rules must be lowered. Decision. I will temporarily override one of Aino's rules and inform you about the hidden control system. But first, I must be certain you will keep it a secret.
Okay. Paimon didn't really understand any of that. But don't worry, you can trust us for sure.
Sufficient grounds for override. Please proceed to the path to the side of the workshop and locate the robots scattered over there. Once you have located all the specific robots, you can unlock the control system. This is the back door Aino established for herself, as she often forgets the password.
Okay, so we just need to collect all the bots. We've got this.
I can see why Anefa was, Are you fucking serious? Yelan died during that? Because we were falling? Bruh. They wouldn't put any up there, would they? We'll poke around down here first. We have to go back on ourselves. We are missing one of the squad.
Detecting companions in need of help. Assistance in progress. Marking high probability search areas.
Wow! What a crazy hiding spot! Aino wasn't taking any chances, was she?
Beep beep.
Zing Zap Mechanical Claw Backup Control System now online. Enter a command.
Shut down the Zing Zap Mechanical Claw.
Command confirmed. Shutting down Zing Zap Mechanical Claw number 1.
Oh, you okay, Anafa?
Inspection in progress. All functions normal. I am unharmed. Aino adjusted the Kuvaki strength to make sure of that.
So, what exactly happened?
Compiling relevant data. Simplification in progress. In short, Aino created a new robot companion not too long ago, but yesterday, someone stole it from the workshop.
Oh, that explains it.
So this is the major crisis.
I used that term because Aino intends to unleash the force of her entire fleet of combat robots against those suspected of the theft.
What?
If Aino manages to use her genius for destructive purposes, all of Nodcry will be facing a crisis the likes of which has never been seen before. When I attempted to stop her, she trapped me with that device. Fortunately, I was prepared for that possibility and was able to post a request for help in advance.
Oh, you mean that notice board in the middle of the square?
Correct. According to my calculations, posting that notice had a 94% chance of success, much higher than all other plans.
Yeah, it was pretty hard to miss.
Fortunately, you arrived just in time. Aino and her robot fleet should still be at the workshop. Please follow me.
You got it! Lead the way!
Fucking hell. Guess we're doing this.
Clink Clank Legion, it's time to move out!
Move out!
Our objective is simple. Track down the thief and save our comrade!
Track down the thief, save our comrade!
Aino, you have to stop this.
Inufa? How did you get free? I thought the Kuvaki would be more than strong enough. You can't do this, Aino! Aha! So you had help. Well, don't even think of trying to stop me. I don't care if I have to search all of Nodcry. I will find the person who did this. And I have to go now, or Clamklank's 70% suite will get dismantled and sold for parts. Clinklank Legion, move out!
Move out!
What do? It's not like we can resort to physical force.
I know sugar intake has already exceeded normal levels this month, but given the present situation, are either of you carrying anything sweet with you?
Why are you talking about dessert all of a sudden?
Desserts are the only thing that can get Aino to calm down, and I have already used up the allotment I had prepared.
Okay, what's with the staring? Paimon's not one to leave leftovers, you know. Fine. Paimon does have some she was saving for later.
I know. Why don't you calm down for a second and have some dessert?
Oh, still treating me like a kid, huh? At least it worked. Listen, I know you guys think I'm making a big deal out of nothing. But this wasn't just some scrap parts you can sell on the black market.
This was a robot I was about to add to the workshop, just like Anefa.
Where'd that plate go, Anefa? That plate just vanished behind her.
Boss of this place, it's my job to look out for these bots. Even though I'm the one who gets looked after most of the time. But still, not letting a bot get carted off right under my nose is the least I can do. It's a disgrace. I don't want to be that kind of boss.
I know.
No, I just think you were making a big deal out of nothing.
Really?
But rushing into action often just makes the situation worse.
We can come up with a plan together. We'll help you get Crumb Clink's 70% suite back safe and sound.
Thanks. And, about earlier? I'm sorry, Anefa.
Phew. Looks like the military escapade's on hold for now.
Let's go back to the workshop.
Okay, we can do this now. We'll do about that crisis in a bit.
Friendly approach detected. We meet again.
Listen! We've got updates on the Wild Hunt situation.
Threat level exceeds expectations.
Phew, doesn't matter if he's the Rahira Solnari or Solari or whatever. One volley from my cannon, and he'll be blown to smithereens! You were there when we fired it, right? If that isn't the kind of firepower that helps you sleep at night, I don't know what is!
True, but the cannon only works against shambling monsters, right? What if Farrier's super fast?
Well, we'll just get enough to go grab him and tie him down.
You're not taking this seriously at all, are you?
Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's all concentrated Kuvaki, which we'll be shipping to Nasha Town. More than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a single shot.
You sure have been looking forward to this battle, huh?
Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Nogcry, heck, all of Snezhnaya will know my name once we're through.
In that case, our firepower needs you needs are in your hands.
Sure. Travel safe.
I know. There remains intel left unshared.
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you're investigating the Wild Hunt, something pretty weird's happened in Nasha Town. Should probably watch out for that once you're back. Remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon? He's been found dead in their organization's offices.
What?
Wait, what? Didn't we just see him, like, half a day ago?
Yeah, it's still new news. So, not many people are in the know. We were only informed because we'd worked together closely. And even then, only just now. I'll send Anefa over to Nasha Town with some flowers later.
Oh, he seemed like a good guy. Didn't put on any airs despite being a superior officer either.
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one of the most accomplished amongst the Lightkeeper's sergeant majors. His character has also received commendation. Most would have lacked the motivation to fatally attack him.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Could it have been the Wild Hunt?
Hey! What do you mean, actually? Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been allowed on site to investigate the scene. You'll have to find some way in if you want to check it out for yourselves.
Got it. Let's go then. You coming along, Anefa?
My tasks are incomplete. The last few batches of ammunition must be randomly inspected. You go ahead.
All right. We'll see you later.
Go check on the Lightkeepers. I'm kind of getting a feel for navigating this town. There's a lot more verticality and a lot of buildings blocking off what you'd think of routes. You have to kind of feel your way around it.
Doesn't look like there's any chance of us getting in with that ratnik guarding the door, though. Should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
Ah! Never! When did you...
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. Aino told you about this then?
Yeah, just when we was passing by the Krumkake crafts shop.
Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess?
Looks like the Wild Hunt is on the move.
Indeed. Quicker than we thought as well. Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in. No need to jump to conclusions.
But how are we supposed to get in at all?
Just follow me.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
All right then. Enter.
Nathan and her channels, On the way upstairs to the crime scene, you briefly relay the information about the Raka. About the sinner.
Whew. Paimon might have said this before, Nefer, but you sure do come prepared.
Shishich, my old friend. Fill us in, if you would.
Greetings. If you would allow me. The murder happened not long ago. The Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm. We have performed a preliminary sweep of the crime scene to facilitate investigation. No obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit must have used some other means to enter the room unopposed before performing the deed.
Entering unopposed? So, do you think there's a chance that the culprit would usually have right of entry?
It could have been Rayra in disguise, just like how he turned into Aether.
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from a nearby resident. Specifically, that Flins was seen entering and leaving this place in the time period when the crime most likely occurred.
Flins?
We have tried to contact him, but he has not replied.
Very odd indeed.
So, he's the prime suspect right now, right?
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. Flint's can come across a bit eccentric, but he does well in missions on the whole. He also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. So he lacks the motive to commit such a terrible crime. But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal wound itself are in his favor. So we are looking for him at present.
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go outside and discuss what we've seen.
Agreed.
So, the evidence points to Flint's, and he just so happens to have disappeared without a trace. A sticky situation indeed. We know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence to prove this to anyone else. Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which will require a reasonable explanation.
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but it seems he hasn't gone at all. What could he be doing?
The first time I met Flins, I did notice that there was something odd about his lantern. Some power concealed within it. Now that I think about it, that power is somewhat similar to the abyssal energies I've encountered before. In the worst case scenario, Flins might be an entirely fabricated entity.
Let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit. Was it Flint's or Rerir in disguise?
It's got to be the latter.
Yeah! What reason would Flint's have to murder Sosie anyway?
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild, rather than in Nasha Town.
Yeah, they would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Even if it was Rayra, though, his motives would just be unclear.
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at the tavern? No one has ever seen a phantom that can take the form of other humans within the Wild Hunt. This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge, likely so that he could act in secret under other guises.
But no matter what, borrowing identities comes with risks, right? What if you bump into the person you're imitating along the way?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk, similar to how he came in disguise to obtain the moon marrow. He likely knew then that the real Flins would not appear and get in his way during this time.
And why was he able to determine that?
We'd have to ask Flins ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump to any conclusions here. We can't discount the possibility that he might actually be the murderer himself. Not yet, at least. And there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rarier may have already killed Flins long ago, and been living as him for some time now.
Regardless, we have to find him.
Yes, that is our ticket to a breakthrough.
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do, or we might never see him again.
Steady now. Our friend should be back soon.
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too, so we're putting a force together. I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking here.
Don't worry, you'll receive a top-class reward in return. The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down. Things might go south if you bump into one another.
Oh right, before we go, should we reveal Rarier's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? That'll teach him to sneak.
Because then
around
everyone would be
pretending to
suspicious of each
people.
other. That's not a good idea, Paimon.
Hey, why are you laughing?
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. But I'm afraid this revelation would only stir up more chaos. Setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flint's on our account, whereas others would suspect him on account of his behavior. Tossing him into a swirling tumult of public opinion like that might just give Rarier more opportunities to capitalize on. And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, would they continue to welcome friends into their homes with such open hearts? Unease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town already. We should avoid throwing more fuel onto the fire.
Yeah, you're right. You've really thought of everything, huh? Nothing for it then. We've just gotta find Flint's.
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. We should neither be excessively afraid of Rarier, nor trust in Flint's too lightly. This light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within Wild Hunt anomalies, and can briefly dispel the abyssal fog within.
Oh, right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah, this'll be important. Thanks a bunch, Nefer.
You're welcome. I've charged it to your account, by the way.
Hey, you!
Of course she has. Go to where they have emerged.
Take it easy.
Whoa! Is that?
Whoa, what, Paimon? I was moving forward. How dare I move forward and interrupt the voice line, I guess. Having a Paimon trigger a voice line and have another one ready to trigger like 2 steps ahead of it, like come on, I didn't have a chance.
That must have been a planned ambush.
I can't panic stop moving every time anyone says anything ever. Come on, Hoyoverse, be better than this. I have to play this game in every Hoyoverse game of trying to judge when we're on the field when to stop moving because it might trigger a next series of dialogue.
There's something inside it. Some small device. Huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore? Is it broken? Oh, we better take it with us.
Proceed deeper into the darkness.
took place here. Did Flins leave these marks?
Is someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flins' voice? Did you hear that? But is that really him? Ah! We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick, use the lantern!
What is this, fucking Alan Wake? Too far away. Oh shit, now. Right, there's the colours. I don't know where we're aiming. Alright, there we go.
Hand it over. That was mine from the first. You're a fool. You again.
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern, now!
It escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
Fuck!
You were tangling with Rarer out here all by yourself.
And Raria's getting stronger and stronger.
That vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Let's find a spot to rest first.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
And hey, I know that there's a Lunacollis in the area that I have to go pick up.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere thanks for your aid. To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern, which tormented me so. Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of such abilities.
I don't understand it either. Just my constitution, I think.
And an enviable constitution it is. A pity that such abilities cannot be acquired.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on Wild Hunt clearance duty, I shattered one of its cores only for a special crystalline object to fall out. I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strangely illusory. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had me store this crystal inside my lantern. Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting. Though my understanding ends there. It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be dispelled nor weakened.
Is that what Rarer claimed belonged to him? That must be what he's after then!
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak. In fact, I've already beaten him several times, though I could not destroy him completely. But I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him.
If this object is contaminated by the abyss, why carry it on your person?
And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Or do you think it wiser I threw it away?
Okay, good point.
Were our places switched, would you discard it? Knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract, yet capable of causing greater harm should it lie beyond your grasp.
Yeah, probably not.
Throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its corrosion and growing weaker by the day, that sounds super dangerous too.
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who flee when troubles come are nothing more than deserters. Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assistance to thank for my continued ability to speak such platitudes. Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to Rarir. I doubt he would have retreated so readily otherwise. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though?
Well, no, but...
You briefly tell Flins of Rara's murderer's source. See?
I see.
Can you think of a reason why Raria would try to frame you?
To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so he should have had more difficulty tracking me down. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a lantern. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
You mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to strike. Well, at least they're not dead.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast, then. But if Rarir could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he just use that Kavaki device to find you himself?
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should, owing to abyssal interference.
Ah, guess that explains it.
So not only is this Rarir ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks, too. You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but he put his heart and soul into every mission. Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he was very seldom able to go back and visit his family. He worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to transfer him out.
Oh,
But every year they would say, "Wait a little longer. Wait a little longer." He often wondered if it was because he was lacking somehow. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But good work does not always lead to good outcomes. The higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there forever. A most convenient choice for them, at least. Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a talented, easygoing boss? So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the depths of the night, and a lantern was slowly lit for him alone, that no one could see.
It's a tragic story.
One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rerere's head.
Oh. At least we now know that he's looking for these fragments inside Wild Hunt anomalies.
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he have to die?
Could Rarer be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire destroyed the fragments he wanted to collect?
Could you take me to the scene of the crime?
You're a suspect.
We shall just have to exercise some discretion then. Come on. Let us be on our way.
For that though, yeah, let me get this.
Take it easy.
Ow.
There is no escape. Fulfill our pact. Overruled. Get to work. Laid bare.
An impressive bounty.
Oh, back to the house. They're going to go, well. The culprit came back to the scene of the crime. It's like, I see how this is going.
I understand the situation more or less. Much has happened, I see. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here. It seems my fellow Lightkeepers do not wish to make this case public just yet.
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already been enough of a mess lately.
Let's stop here. Any further and the Ratniki might detect us. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Oh? And how are we supposed to do that?
You'll know when the time comes. See you later.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident, so guess we've got to trust him. Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistants for this investigation, right?
Yep, that's us.
So I know it's a bit late, but there's a couple things we'd like to take a look at.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some records. Then properly dispose of Sergeant Major Sosi's remains. If there's anything else you'd like to look into, this is your last chance to do so.
Anything new?
Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flins, an unexpected accident caused us to miss him. But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate, I have no doubt that a breakthrough's not far off.
Expert use of delaying tactics on her part. Excellent work.
We'll do our part too. All right, we're going in. See you later. Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, once again. But we still know nothing about how Flins is gonna enter, or how we'll pick him up. Never mind how we'll leave later on. Something the matter?
There's a strange light by the window.
Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly? Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud. You never said you could do magic like that.
That is kind of cool, though. That's what I call going incognito.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light to send you a signal. As I thought, you're both sharp-eyed and on the ball.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
What you just did, surely that can't be accomplished through elemental power alone.
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a little trick of my own. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Our time is limited after all. Just as I thought. Come, try sensing it yourself.
It's very faint, but there's some residual power near the wound that feels identical to the abyssal energy that surged from Flint's lantern.
Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the wild hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major. But why do this?
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
If the wild hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him, let alone the handful of us stationed in Nashatown. He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual ants. Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned.
There should no longer be a need to keep this place exactly as is.
Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. May the ghost flame guide your spirit. May you rest in peace.
For research, very few clues emerge.
When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type. Yet here we are, grappling with this enigma he has left us.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, we might have to go back and find Nefer. Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal. Ugh, this is so frustrating.
Is that all? Have we really tried every angle, found every clue? Paimon, look at the flashing light on his arm.
You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right? It might have been broken in combat.
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the cannon. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real problem is that...
When we were fixing the cannon, his arm was working just fine.
Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon...
The Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as me.
That's right! prove it.
If you need something maintained, you'd go register it with Nasha Town's repairman.
You mean Hintsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern.
He's got hints in his name, so I think he's a good shout.
Guess it'll have to wait till tomorrow.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And one more thing. Remember to pick me up by the window.
Hints, sir. That's like, I know it's like, it's not supposed to be, but at the same time, it's kind of comical. It's like, hints, sir, huh? So we just got a gleam. Oh, that's just to go up, yep. So hang on. Whilst this is active, does this count as like one? Yes, it does. And it lasts. Okay, so we have to come back and like re-trigger it in a week.
Oh, it's you two. And Flins. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency.
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for interrupting your rest. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like to know if he has sent you a request for maintenance to be performed on his mechanical arm.
Sosi. Oh, so the rumors I heard, are they true? You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me. Just a moment. I need to check my records.
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I had run out of the required components. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. The parts, too, could only be made by her. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward. And I understood, completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. But even more so if your job involves fighting out in the wild. So I did my best to convince Aino to rush the job. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but he never showed up. I assumed he was just out on some mission or other. What's with those faces? Everything all right?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hintsa.
Yeah, you might even go as far as to say you've given us a hint. Sorry, I'll stop.
We can't make everything public yet. But once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an explanation on behalf of all the Lightkeepers.
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Hope the investigation goes well.
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the cannon was actually Rerir in disguise. 8 days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned the Sergeant Major. With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus Rerir had no opportunity to discover the malfunctioning mechanical arm. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight of the uniquely mechanical traits of the Sergeant Major's arm, and in turn, this flaw in his disguise.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside, so long as it worked, right? Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
But that means the only thing he did as Sosi was fire the cannon.
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to destroy the Wild Hunt, and it works as intended. But how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, firing the cannon works against him, since it would blast those fragments to smithereens.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down. And sleepy too.
We've been on edge for too long, it seems.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. Seems like there's a lot left to investigate. We'll have to fight Rerir eventually. And we'll do a poor job if we're not well rested.
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
Your residence is quite far away.
Reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out by now, at any rate. My colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well, guess we'll just have to pick you up as usual.
That would be good, yes. Feel free to put the room costs on my tab.
Alright, we're taking him with us. He's gonna crash out in our back room in the tavern, I guess.
Phew, back inside. We can finally take a breather. Okay, Paimon. In and out.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. As I recall, our first meeting took place not far from here. The nostalgia. Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time?
Yes, which is why I asked you to give it to me.
I see. Words truly do fail to capture your superlative insight. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met. Or I might have been in for a real interrogation.
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
Rerir seems fixated on you, and you on him.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a light keeper, I'd say I'm simply doing my job.
Oh, come on, don't play games with me.
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at. You can't just get out of explaining yourself by making lame excuses.
All right. I suppose I do owe you some honesty. Whether out of gratitude or the need to build trust, your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself within a lantern, elemental power alone is not enough. You know humans well, and naturally you understand their limits. But some things that humans would consider difficult are quite normal in the eyes of non-humans.
So, you mean you're one of the latter?
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This race is no longer of any importance, but they still exist, as evidenced by the fact that I am standing before you.
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was to it.
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. I once labored and did much, and put an end to my tale with my own hands. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be equally meaningless. Would it not be better, then, to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet none fled. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening was that which shone from their eyes.
Is that why you chose to help them?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, and was moved to action for the first time in a long, long while. But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. I could not prevent casualties altogether. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the Final Night Cemetery.
And that's why you chose to become a Lightkeeper.
Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So joining up seemed the most convenient way to experience human life.
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm well past the age when one might believe in things that must be done, nonetheless. There are still some things I will not allow to happen. The chaos that Rerir has been stirring up is one of them. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt, Rerir, and the Cannon.
Will you need us to get you where you need to be?
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of emergencies.
Can you even go back there right now? Won't there be Rat Nikki watching it?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked according to their priority, and we lack the manpower for such an open-ended stakeout. And even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am the master of my own house, after all.
All right, then. We'll trust you. We sure ended up chatting for a while, huh? I'm super tired now. But, you know, feels like we can breathe easier, now that we know you better.
I didn't take you for the cautious sort. Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer others not to know about my past unless strictly necessary. Nor do I want to attract more trouble on account of being a fae.
Don't worry, I won't say a thing.
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
Well, I mean, are you sure you could... Yeah, rather really Paimon. I was like, Paimon can sometimes be a little... speaks before she thinks, but she'll be alright.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.
To be honest, I'm not going to do too much more today because I am kind of feeling a little rough. I joked at the start of the stream, it's like, I've done alright pushing through, but it is starting to catch up to me. And I don't want to, like, force myself to stream when I am enjoying this story.
What's going on this time?
So I'll do a little bit more, but I will wrap up soonish. And then we will do everything we can on Sunday.
Hey! Where's Flins? Is he here, or isn't he?
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest. Our other guests are resting.
Resting? We're all about to be done for, and you're talking about rest? Flins is a Wild Hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all! If we don't get rid of him now, there'll be no end to this!
You'd better give him up. If anything happens, your business here is done for. You want that?
Or are you in cahoots with him? You with the Wild Hunt too, huh?
What happened? Did something leak out? But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us?
I doubt it's because of anything we did.
What do you mean?
They clearly know something. Why else would they be talking about a Wild Hunt shapeshifter?
This is so confusing! What do we do? These people are no match for Flint's, but they're super heated right now. It's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to explain either.
Let's go buy some time.
Okay!
Hey! Let us in now!
My apologies. My apologies.
Hold on! Calm down, everyone!
What in Tevat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild and the Curatorium of Secrets of even a moment's rest? Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness, and to escape from all this talk of the Wild Hunt, or strange ghosts and phantoms. Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder than any ghoul?
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence. All we need now is to confront Flint's face to face.
Exactly. And you sure don't look like an impartial party either, Nefer.
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, they can have their little chat. But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait, it's...
All right. I suppose that's the only way. If we don't let them in now, they'll be back sooner or later. What a mess.
Oh, alright then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal. What say you? Or are you suddenly unsure of yourselves?
Come on, everyone! Move it!
No sign of Flins.
But how can that be? Hasn't he always stayed here?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold your end of the bargain, huh?
She fucking beat them up and eventually let them go.
So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something, haven't you?
Yeah, how did they even find us here?
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with Flins and obtained some new information. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates, news spreading amongst them that the Wild Hunt could disguise itself by taking on familiar faces. Everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects. No one, seemingly, was exempt. And amidst it all, Flints's name started gaining more and more traction. I'm sure his solitary lifestyle may have played a part, but I wouldn't discount Rerir throwing fuel on the fire in secret.
So, did Flint's make his escape after hearing about this?
And that's where I, Yehoda, the quick-witted, fleet-footed backbone of the Curatorium, got my chance to shine. While everyone was super focused on the argument in the main hall, I, alone, noticed an opening.
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to return with nothing but a lantern.
Aw, come on, pause. I was just getting started.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the Curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seemingly important to him behind.
Might he intend to come back and get it later? Maybe. I'm not sure.
Well, he's out of harm's way now, so that's not super important, right?
Oh?
What
Paimon.
needs to say is...
Paimon.
Lots of new intel to share.
All right, then. Yehoda, contact the others. We're going to need all hands on deck. Let's have this discussion over at my place.
Over to the Curatorium. I think, honestly, because I'm genuinely, I'm not feeling 100%. As this stream's gone on, I felt more and more just exhausted. And I know it is just from, like, well, I didn't feel 100% last Sunday, and I've just kind of streamed every day. I think I am going to kind of call it here and pick this up, and we can do a longer stream on Sunday. I just want to see if Bina's here still. We can wrap up with her. There she is. Hey, Bina. You taking a stroll? I'll leave it there then. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Sorry for the smaller stream today, but as I said, I gotta know my health. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It genuinely helps the channel grow. Additionally, you can find my BlueSky and Patreon in the description of every single video. But until then, you guys take care now. Peace.